notification from the Anti-Corruption and Civil Rights Commission. Yonhap News reported today that the Busan Metropolitan City Fire Disaster Headquarters and Busan National University Hospital received official documents from the Commission citing violations of the Code of Conduct for public officials. The violations involved medical staff from Busan and Seoul National University Hospitals and Busan Metropolitan City Fire Disaster Headquarters employees concerning Lee's helicopter transport. The 2024 KICT Week in Busan, the largest information and communications technology event in the southeastern region, will take place at Bexco from the 10th for 3 days. Busan City announced that the 2024 KICT Week in Busan will gather global experts to explore trends and future visions in artificial intelligence, cloud computing, and quantum information technology. The event merges 3 exhibitions, AI Korea 2024, AI Expo Busan 2024, and Cloud Expo Korea 2024. The Busan Metropolitan Police Agency arrested 3 teenagers for selling illegal deepfake images of celebrities and sexually exploitative images of minors via overseas social media. Today, the police filed an arrest warrant for A for selling illegal deepfakes and sexually exploitative materials. B, a high school graduate, has been arrested and transferred after selling around 54,000 such materials to about 100 people, earning 2.2 million won. C, a high school student was booked but not detained for selling similar materials to 10 people, earning 950,000 won. Both B and C claimed they obtained the materials from acquaintances. Time for international news. On September 3rd, local time, the Czech Office for the Protection of Economic Competition, or UOHS, initiated proceedings following objections from the United States and France regarding Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power's KHNP's bid for a nuclear plant in the Czech Republic. Electricity de France has asked the UOHS to annul CEZ's decision to choose KHNP as a preferred bidder and to conduct a new bidding evaluation. Time now for the weather. Currently, it is 27 degrees Celsius and clear. The temperature will average around 25 degrees this evening. That's all we have time for this hour's news. Thanks for listening. You're listening to BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Your best choice. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
Coming up next is For Your Busan with David Kim. BEFM, 부산영어방송.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Starting from Imlang Beach, passing through Ilgwang Beach, Haedong Yonggung Temple, and arriving at Songjeong Beach is course number 1. From Songjeong Beach, passing through Haeundae Beach, Dongbek Island, and reaching Ilgire and Orukdo is course number 2. Now, course number 3 takes you through the UN Memorial Cemetery, Busanjen Market, Yongdusan Park, and Taejongdae. Now, course number 9 leads through Sangyeon Village and Jangjeon Village before arriving at Gijang County. Now, the total length of the Galmaekgil trails in Busan is 278.8 kilometers, with each course offering its own unique charm. With this beautiful weather, which Galmaekgil course would you choose to explore this fall? Well, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to For Your Busan. The first song to kick us off is 아름다운 구속 by Kim Jong-seo.
오늘 하루 행복하게 언제나 아침에 눈 뜨면 기도를 하게 돼 달아날까 두려운 행복 앞에 널 만난 걸
That was 아름다운 구속 by Kim Jong-seo. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to your Wednesday for your Busan edition. I am your host, David Kim. Now, I did open up the show by talking about 갈매길. What is 갈매길? Now, you might be familiar with the bird. The bird, I guess the representative bird of Busan. Because we all know boogie, right? Boogie is a seagull, 갈매기. And then 갈매기 plus 길 is 갈매길. It's basically a trekking course in Busan City. And Busan has so many of these beautiful walking paths that they call 갈매길. Now, these roads are organized in several courses that follow the coastline. They wind through the mountains, take you through the city, and since 2009, Busan has focused on creating walkable paths, utilizing existing trails and hiking routes, with some sections renovated and others newly developed. Now, 갈매길 is categorized into coastal, forest, riverside, and city trails, reflecting Busan's unique landscape. There are a total of 9 courses divided into 23 sections, covering 278.8 kilometers. And so I want to ask you guys, just a quick casual question, how many of these 갈매길 courses have you walked on? How many of these have you explored? Now, if you haven't had the chance to experience 갈매길, I guess now is the perfect opportunity. The 2024 갈매길 Cultural Experience Program offers themed walks where participants can explore 갈매길 while visiting galleries and museums along the way. And special guides will provide insights into local culture and art during the walks, which include 4 different programs scheduled for October. And so if that's something you're interested, you can sign up at www.greenwalking.org. But if you are interested, you have to hurry up because everything here is first come, first serve basis. So make sure you sign up ASAP to explore the beautiful 갈매길 in Busan. And just out of curiosity, if you're not living in Busan and you're from other places in Korea or outside of Korea, what are these trekking or hiking courses called in your city? Like I remember I went to Jeju-do and they call it 올레길. And I know in other parts of Korea they call it like 둘레길. They have different names for these trekking courses, trekking roads. So in Busan, it's called 갈매길. Now, today's text topic is 여러분이 걸어보았던 혹은 걷고 싶은 갈매길은 부산의 어디에 있는 갈매길인가요? If you've trekked in Busan along 갈매길 in Busan, which one of the 9 courses did you like the most or did you trek? Let me know. Text me at pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or YouTube Live. Lots of people tuning in and saying hi. Pure Bride was texting in earlier in the show saying, this is David or David Kim? Because yeah, I always check in with you guys, right? On NotTube Live, the ID that says this is David is me. It is me indeed. And I'm always saying good afternoon. I try to be, what they call it, 일바, number 1. I try always to be 일바, but sometimes I get beat. And Pure Bride Nim beat me today by saying hello first. And so Sangmin Park Nim joining in on the fun. Po Nim as well. Cake Like Tu Nim, Jebong Lee Nim, Kim join him as well, all tuning in and having fun. So let me know which one of the 9 갈매길 courses have you trekked on and which one is your favorite. Let me know. And I'll tell you the segments that are coming your way, including Busan Is. It's short for Busan Is Amazing. We have Hong Dang-dang coming in. She's our 6 p.m. news anchor, the Korean news anchor, and she's going to give us updates on what's been happening in and around Busan City. After that, we have DJ Chauffeur David's Journal, and you get to discover what caught my eye today. After that, we have Work Life Busan, where we have Jennifer coming into the studio, and she's going to give us how to achieve the perfect work life in the city of Busan. In the second half, we have My Life, My English, the journey of my life in English as told by the people of Busan. And of course, our daily quiz segment. And then after, Melissa will be joining in to share with us some interesting and amusing anecdotes about how expats perceive life here in Busan. Good afternoon to you too, Kim Bum-sik-nim tuning in. Now, today being a Hump Day Wednesday, if you participate and you get selected as a winner, you could win a pizza 한판 coupon. 대박이죠? So if you want that pizza 한판 coupon, text in a lot, especially during the quizzes or the text topic part, and you could get selected as a winner. All right, stick around, don't go anywhere. Let's dive into our first segment, Busan Is.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
We now have Hong Dang in the studio for our news update, news segment. Busan Is.
네, 안녕하세요.
Good afternoon.
반갑습니다. 네.
Happy Hump Day.
네, 감사합니다.
You've been well, you've been good.
수요일입니다. 네.
네.
데이비도 좋아 보이네요.
날씨가 너무 좋아가지고요.
그렇죠.
안 좋을. You have
이유가
to feel good.
우리 기분이
Yeah.
참 날씨에 많이 좌우되는 것 같아요.
For sure.
네.
이게 너무 I feel very, very 의존적 to the 날씨.
네네네.
네.
하늘 아래 있으니까 우리가.
그렇죠. 그렇죠.
밤에 우리가 잘 때도 이불에 따라서 그 환경에 따라서 아침에 일어났을 때 그 컨디션이 다르잖아요.
이불 중요하죠.
그런 것처럼
네.
좋은 이불, 좋은 베개 이런
맞아요.
것처럼 우리 하늘이 우리 이불처럼 덮고 있으니까.
Yeah, that's true.
그 안에서 하루를 사는데 많이 좌우되죠.
맞습니다.
뭔가 비가 오면 눅눅한 데서 잔 것 같고 온몸이 아프고
저도
베개
그거를
높고 이러면
when on a rainy day, cloudy day 몰랐었어요. But
어머.
after hitting a certain age, you start to understand what your mom and your dad's been talking about.
나이가 비로소 들면서 알게 되는 것들이 많죠.
네, 맞아요. 어쩔 수 없습니다.
네,
It's part of life. 네. All right, let's get into news.
네, 어느덧 이제 추석 이야기를 하게 되는 가을이네요. 부산시도 오늘 오후 시청에서 추석 명절 물가 안정 대책 회의를 갖고 이 추진 상황과 대책들 논의했는데 최근 소비자 물가 상승률이 2%대를 기록하는 등 전반적으로 안정적인 물가 흐름이다 이렇게 파악은 하고 있는데 이미 많이 올랐기 때문에 더 이상 오르면 안 될 것 같습니다. 하지만 또 국제 유가 변동성 또 농산물 공급 등의 불확실성이 큰 상황에서 채소류 등 일부 농산물 수확량 감소와 명절 수요가 맞물리면서 가격 상승이 우려되고 있는 시즌입니다. 부산시는 추석을 앞두고 수요가 집중되는 과일 등 성수품을 평상시 대비 대폭 늘리면서 집중적으로 공급하고 또 도매법인 등 관련 단체에도 물량을 출하하도록 독려하고 있습니다.
So Busan City announced today that it held a Chuseok price stabilization meeting to discuss measures to control prices during the holiday. And while inflation has stayed around 2%, concerns remain over potential price hikes due to international oil fluctuations and reduced vegetable harvests. Now, to address this, the city plans to boost the supply of key holiday items like fruits and is urging wholesalers and organizations to release more stock into the market.
네, 내일 오전 10시 30분부터 시청 1층에 가시면 2024 추석맞이 비뷰티 행사 참여하실 수 있는데요. 비뷰티 데이. 부산시가 주최하고 부산 테크노파크와 부산 화장품 산업협회가 공동 주관하는 행사인데 합리적인 가격으로 우수한 지역 화장품을 구매할 수 있는 기회입니다. 부산 화장품 기업 21개사가 참여해서 스킨케어, 바디케어, 향수 등 이 다양한 제품을 선보이면서 시민들은 최대 70% 할인된 가격으로 화장품을 구매할 수 있습니다.
So Busan will host the 2024 Chuseok Bee Beauty Day tomorrow at the City Hall starting at 10:30 a.m. And the event will offer citizens the chance to buy high-quality local cosmetics at discounts of up to 70%. And 21 companies will participate featuring skincare, body care, and perfumes.
네, 딥페이크 성범죄가 기승을 부리고 있습니다. 유명 연예인 등의 딥페이크 불법 합성물과 또 아동 청소년 성착취물을 해외 SNS로 판매한 10대 3명이 경찰에 붙잡혔습니다. 부산경찰청 여성청소년 수사계는 성폭력 범죄 처벌 특례법과 아동 청소년 성보호에 관한 법률에 관한 위반 혐의로 A군에 대한 구속영장을 신청하고 B군은 구속 송치했습니다. 또 한 명은 불구속 입건됐습니다. 경찰은 이들로부터 아동 불법 성착취물을 구매한 63명도 검거했는데 형사처벌이 어려운 만 10세 이상 14세 미만의 촉법 소년이 20-30%를 차지했습니다. 나머지는 10대 중반에서 20대 초반이었는데 연령이 상당히 아래죠.
Very young.
네, 하지만 이 딥페이크 성착취물만 구매한 이들의 경우에는 제작 유포만 처벌하는 현행법상 처벌할 방법이 없어서 문제입니다. 전담 수사팀을 꾸려서 24시간 신속 대응 체제를 구축한 부산경찰청은 딥페이크 성착취물 피해 사례가 확인되는 대로 즉시 수사에 나서 강력하게 대응하겠다고 밝혔습니다.
So 3 teenagers were arrested by the Busan Metropolitan Police for selling illegal deepfake images of celebrities and sexually exploitative images of children through overseas social media platforms. One person sold 1,200 deepfake images of celebrities and 44,000 child exploitation images, while another sold 54,000 and etc. And together they earned significant profits. And police are also arrested 63 buyers, many of whom were juveniles. However, current laws only punish the production and distribution of deepfakes, not those who purchase them. And so the police have pledged to intensify their investigations into such crimes.
네, 오늘 오전 부산 해군작전 사령부 기지에 6,600톤급 이탈리아 원양 초계함 몬테 쿠콜리호가 2박 3일의 일정으로 부산을 방문했습니다. 원양 초계함은 먼 바다에서 경계 임무 등을 수행하는 군함을 말하는데요. 몬테 쿠콜리호는 이탈리아 해군 소속 원양 초계함 7척 가운데 하나입니다. 이탈리아 군사 전문가이자 외교가인 몬테 쿠콜리 장군의 이름을 딴 함정인데 1856년에서 1957년 이탈리아 해군 사관학교 세계 일주 항해 캠페인에 사용된 군함의 이름이기도 하고요. 이탈리아는 70년 만에 이 몬테쿠콜리호의 이름으로 다시 세계 항해에 나서면서 이번에 부산을 방문했고요. 이탈리아 군함의 부산 방문은 27년 만입니다.
So the Italian offshore patrol vessel called Monte Cuccoli arrived in Busan for a 3-day visit this morning at the Busan Naval Operations Command Base. The 6,600-ton vessel, one of 7 in the Italian Navy, is named after General Raimondo Montecuccoli, a renowned Italian military expert. And the name was also used for a ship involved in global navigation by the Italian Naval Academy from 1856 to 1957. And this visit marks Italy's return to global navigation under the Montecuccoli name after 70 years.
네, 오늘부터 6일까지 백스코에서 2024 기후산업 국제박람회가 부산에서 열리죠. 산업통상자원부는 한국수력원자력, 한국수소연합과 함께 오늘과 내일 백스코에서 특별 행사로 청정수소 국제포럼을 엽니다. 청정수소 산업의 현황을 점검하고 미래 발전 방향을 논의하기 위해 마련된 자리인데 오늘 오후 개막식에 이어서 진행되는 청정수소의 글로벌 현황과 향후 전망을 주제로 강연이 이어지고 또 내일은 청정수소 실증 사례와 또 수소 프로젝트 현황을 주제로 노르웨이를 비롯한 국내외 수소기관과 기업들의 사례 발표와 토론이 함께 이어질 예정입니다.
Right, so the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy, along with the Korea Hydro and Nuclear Power and Korea Hydrogen Alliance, is hosting the Clean Hydrogen International Forum today and tomorrow at Bexco as part of the 2024 World Climate Industry Expo. And the forum aims to assess the clean hydrogen industry's current state and future directions. And keynote speakers from ARENA and AIEA will discuss the global outlook on clean hydrogen. And on the second day, domestic and international hydrogen companies, including Norway's NEL and US's FCHEA, will present case studies, followed by a panel discussion.
네. 수영구 작은 영화제를 시작으로 11월 말까지 삼복도로를 비롯한 부산 시내 18곳에서 2024 찾아가는 달빛 극장이 운영됩니다. 문화시설 기반이 부족한 지역에 거주하면서 영화관을 좀 찾기 어려운 지역민들을 대상으로 열리는 무료 상영회입니다. 올해는 상영회 신청을 한 16개 구군을 모두 찾아갈 예정인데요. 작은 영화제, 부산사회복지종합센터, 동구 소년소녀합창단, 부산광역시립부덕도서관, 기장종합사회복지관 등 18곳에서 21차례의 영화를 상영하게 됩니다.
So Busan will run the 2024 Mobile Moonlight Theater at 18 locations, starting with the Small Film Festival in Suyong District until the end of November. And the event offers free film screenings for residents in areas with limited access to cultural facilities. And this year, the theater will visit, there will be 16 districts and 1 county that applied for the screenings.
네, 부산시가 2024년 부산다운 골목도움 육성 사업에 참여할 골목 상권 공동체로 북구 화명 장미마을 상인 공동체, 또 북구 만덕이로 골목 상가 번영회, 중구 깡리단길 공동체를 선정했습니다. 골목 상권 활성화 수협 사업단은 이 골목 상권과 15분 생활권 중심의 지역 자원 문화를 접목한 지역의 상표를 2단계에 걸쳐서 육성하는 사업이고요. 각 골목마다 정말 그 동네에 모든 것들이 담겨 있거든요. 너무 많이 사라져서 아쉬운데 이렇게 선정된 골목을 한번 찾아가는 것만으로도 새로운 여행이 될 것 같아서 부산의 작은 골목길들 추천합니다.
So Busan City said that it selected 3 local market communities to participate in the 2024 Busan Alleyway Support Program, designed to revitalize small neighborhood markets. And the selected communities are the Hwamyeong Jangmi Village Merchants Community in Bukgu, the Mandogi Road Merchants Association in Bukgu, and Gangnidang-gil Community in Junggu.
네, 자 오늘 9월 4일입니다. 오늘은요 지식재산의 날입니다. 지식재산의 날. 미래 핵심 산업의 중심에 있는 지식재산권에 대한 중요성을 알리고 또 지식재산이 존중되는 사회 환경을 만들기 위해서 2018년 6월 20일에 지정한 대한민국의 기념일인데 오늘 날짜로 이 지식재산의 날이 기념된 이유는 2001년 9월 죄송합니다. 2001년 9월 4일에 현존하는 세계 최고의 금속 활자인 직지 심체 요절이 유네스코 세계기록유산으로 등재된 날이기 때문입니다.
So today is the National Commemoration Day, established to raise awareness about the importance of intellectual property, or IP, which is a key factor in future industries, and to foster a societal environment that respects intellectual property. And it was designated as a commemorative day in South Korea on June the 20th, 2018. And September the 4th was chosen as Intellectual Property Day because in 2001, the 직지 심체 요절.
네, 직지 심체 요절. 이것만으로도 어려운 이름인데
네.
정확한 이름을 제가 한번 알아봤거든요. 백운 화상 초록 불조 직지 심체 요절입니다.
와우.
제목을 풀이하면은요, 백운이라는 고승, 이 화상이 간추린 초록, 부처님의 불조의 깨달음이 직지 심체래요. 그것을 요절이라는 말은 요약한 책이다.
Okay.
이 말은.
So it's like a
네.
enlightenment.
예, 그 시험에 가끔 이거
네.
세계 최초, 뭐 세계 최고 이런 것들은 많이 나오게 되는데 우리가 그냥 약간 상식으로 지나간 그 역사 교과서에서 무구정광 대단한 이경 이거 많이 읽으셨을 텐데 이게 세계 최초인가 최고인가 하는데요. 헷갈리겠는데 이거는 금속이 아니고 나무로 만든 활자 가운데 인쇄한 것 중에 가장 오래된 것이고요. 문화재가. 네, 이거는 금속으로 만든 걸로 오늘 지식재산권의 날을 정했네요.
Okay.
그냥 그렇구나 이 정도로 알아야지. 너무 깊게 그냥 자랑스러워하시면 됩니다.
Right. So because on this day in 2001, they registered 직지 심체 요절, the world's oldest surviving metal printed book.
네.
It was registered as a UNESCO Memory of the World. They decided to have September the 4th as the awareness of importance of intellectual property day.
네, 이렇게 쌓이고 쌓여서 만든 역사 그 안에 훌륭한 것들 안에 우리가 그 위에 서 있다는 것만으로도 자랑스럽고 이것을 막 해치고 파헤치고 우리가 오염시키면 안 되잖아요. 네, 그런 것처럼 더 잘 쌓고 잘 정성스럽게 우리 세대를 좀 마련해야지 하면 책임감도 좀 생기고 그렇습니다. 뭔가 좀 엉망인 듯한 느낌을 많이 받는 부분이 있다면 네, 나부터 뭔가 이렇게 수련을 하는 거죠. 뭐 종교인이 아니더라도 뭐 그런 일이 좀 있어야 될 것 같아요. 가을이니까 뭔가 좀 기분만 좋고 약간 산만해지고 이런 것들이 여름이면 좋고 한데 더우니까 괜찮아 가을부터 뭐 해야지 했잖아요.
네.
9월은 독서의 달이기도 하고 그러니까 이제 정리해야 됩니다.
정리. Every new season comes, you have to 정리.
근데 제 친구가 그랬어요.
Yeah.
날씨가 너무 더우니까 정리 못했어요. 정리라는 게 물건 정리도 마찬가지지만 마음
생각
정리도.
정리, 마음 정리.
근데 이렇게 날이 좋은데 어떻게 정리를 할 수 있어? 겨울에 또 한다고 하더라고요.
그렇죠. 겨울에는 너무
좀
추우니까
차분하게.
못하고. 네.
그렇죠.
핑계 after 핑계.
네네 만 가지.
Right.
네.
Thank you, 홍당당. But before you go, do you like hiking? Do you like going on trekking courses?
네네네.
혹시 갈매길이라고 들어보셨나요?
네,
Have you
갔죠.
been on one?
네네 그럼요.
Oh, which one?
해운대부터 일광 임랑까지.
Wow.
네.
That's quite far.
네 그리고
네.
청사포 이쪽 그리고 이기대 쪽 해변을 따라서 갈 수 있거든요.
Nice.
네.
한번 이어서 쭉 가봤나요?
완전히는 못 갔고
와.
네 그래도
멀
이게
텐데.
멀어요.
그렇죠.
꽤 오래 걸어요.
엄청.
한 3시간 넘게 걸어야 돼요.
Yeah, 왜냐하면요 이 코스가 꼬불꼬불하잖아요.
맞아요.
And you go up the hills and down the hill, and it's
네,
quite a
그렇습니다.
trek.
네, 정비가 잘 된 곳은 너무 좋은데 간혹 뭐 몇 몇이라는 그 길이
그렇죠.
또 있거든요.
네.
거기에는 차도와 제 개인적인 생각이 차도와 인도가 너무 분리가 좀 되지 않아서 조금 위험한 곳도 있었어요.
그렇죠.
네.
So best to hike in the daytime. 낮에
네네.
하는 게 제일 좋고요.
네, 그렇습니다.
Right. Thank you for
또 걷고
letting me
싶네요.
know.
또 가을 되니까.
지금
갈매길.
날씨가 너무 좋아요. It's
네네.
perfect day for walking.
맞아요.
Perfect day for trekking and hiking as well.
갈매길 추천합니다 또.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, Hong Dang Dang. We'll see you tomorrow.
네, 내일 뵙겠습니다. 고맙습니다.
That was Hong Dang Dang with us for Busan Is. And like her response, what about you guys? Which one of the 9 courses, the 9 갈매길 courses have you trekked on? And also, if you haven't, which one would you like to go on? Let me know. That is today's text topic. Text me at pound 9050, shop 9050. It'll cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or YouTube Live. Let's see. We've got lots of people tuning in and texting in. I wonder if anyone texted in with regards to 갈매길. 재봉리님 texted in saying 해운대 누리마루에서 송정까지 걸어가 봤는데요. 좋더군요. 거기도 갈매길 일부인 거죠. Looks like Pure Bride님 replied back saying, looks like that's number 1 course. 재봉, I did the search on the internet. Thank you, Pure Bride님. You saved me. 저는 모르니까요. I was going to ask Chan PD, but Pure Bride님, you got it right for us. Thank you so much. And there's been a lot of unfortunate news, incidents and accidents happening all over Korea, especially the sinkhole incidents. It's been popping up all over. Hopefully there are no more of that happening because they can be very dangerous, right? Very scary indeed. Yes. All right. Yeah, keep those messages coming in. Pure Brightim said, I want to try the number 2 course of 갈매길. It's mostly along the coast and a nice view of Haeundae is a bonus. Oh, very good. Thank you for the suggestion. Okay. Now I'm going to look up course number 2, 갈매길, and see how the pictures are like. Maybe we can even show it to you on Notubu as a thumbnail. But yeah. All right. Let's take a quick song break and we'll be right back. The song is Hand Clap by Fitz and the Tantrums.
Turn it up!
Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want the good life even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Somebody save your soul, cause you've been sinning in the city. I know too many troubles, all these lovers got you losing control. You like a drug to me, a luxury, my sugar and gold. I want your sex and your affection when they're holding you close. Cause you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. But I can make your hands clap. For your worst and best, don't ever deny. I'm like a stranger, give me danger. All your wrongs and your right. Secrets on Broadway to the freeway. You're a keeper of crabs. Feel no conviction, grips of wrath can only sweeten your wine. But you don't even know. I can make your hands clap. Said I can make your hands clap. Every night when the stars come out, am I the only living soul around? Need to believe you could hold me down, cause I'm in need of something good right now. We could be screaming till the sun comes out, and when we wake we'd be the only sound. Get on my knees and say your friend change round. But I can make your hands clap. 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 So can I get a hand clap?
It is time for DJ David's Journal. Dear Diary, as you know, I'm someone who's very sensitive to trends, so I have to try everything that others are doing. And now there's something new called YOLO. Curious about what it stands for? I mean, you're probably familiar with YOLO, which encouraged people to focus on present happiness. YOLO stands for You Only Live Once, promoting the idea of doing everything we want now. However, the popularity of YOLO has started to fade. Rising as a new trend is maybe the opposite of YOLO, called YO-NO, which stands for You Only Need One. Now, this trend encourages making essential purchases and cutting down on unnecessary spending, seeking maximum satisfaction with minimal consumption. Now, the shift is driven by economic downturns that have reduced young people's financial ability to spend. And according to surveys, people cut back the most on food expenses, followed by clothing, shoes, beauty, and cultural activities. But YOLO isn't about being miserly. It's about thoughtful spending and prioritizing value for money. So I'm going to give YOLO a try. But maybe after I order some fried chicken for dinner tonight. I mean, it's still YOLO today, and I'm going to start YOLO tomorrow. So are you guys a YOLO trend follower or a YOLO trend follower or neither? Well, you're tuned into For Your Busan. The time is now 4:40 in the afternoon. I'm also reading text messages that you guys sent in with regards to which trekking course of 갈매길 you hiked on and you hope to hike on. We had, let's see, 부산 대리님 texted in saying 명지 Ocean City 갈매길. And I guess he loves it so much he typed it twice. And explained further saying 낙동강 하류와 바다가 만나는 지점으로 철새가 찾아오는 아름다운 곳입니다. Thank you for that detailed explanation. And I haven't been to Myeongji part a whole lot, so I'm not really familiar with the area, but I do know that 낙동강 is very close by as well. So maybe, yeah, just like your description, it might be a very scenic place to check out where the river end meets the ocean, and a lot of migratory birds come and hang around in that area. So maybe it's a really great place to check out pretty much any season of the year. Thank you for the suggestion, Busan Daddy Nim. Ponim saying, Yono? No, I'm not a Yono type. Ponim says no. But Chaesung Nim, good afternoon. Welcome to the show. Let me know, guys. Which 갈매길 road, which 갈매길 trekking course have you been on or wish to go on? All right, we'll be right back after a quick break.
You are now listening to For Your Busan with David Kim. Stay tuned every day from 4:05 to 6 p.m. for more.
We now have Work Life Busan with Jennifer in the studio. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
You? Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic. It looks like we are all wearing white today.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
matching outfit.
Yeah, all three of us. That's awesome. Yeah.
What a coincidence.
Well, yeah, it is a coincidence. We didn't set this up,
No,
guys.
no, not at all. Okay. And how is your week so far?
Week's been good. I was talking with Hong Dang just before you came in, and the weather is just beautiful out today.
We can finally breathe.
Yeah, breathe normally.
Yeah, normally.
Like when it was so hot and humid, I was panting. I was like,
Yeah, I know what you mean.
but now you can take a deep breath and feel good.
We can go back to normal lives.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you like autumn as well.
Yeah, my favorite season. Yeah.
But when it comes to autumn, another big holiday comes around.
Oh yeah, Chuseok. That's what I'm going to talk about.
Okay.
So today we are diving into a topic that's on many people's minds as we approach the Chuseok holiday season.
Yes.
And that is Chuseok gifts.
Chuseok gifts. I saw them outside of BFM,
Oh,
I think.
really?
I saw a bunch of boxes with gifts. It says gifts on
okay.
it. I won't say what it is, but I just saw the boxes.
Okay. Do you sometimes buy gifts for others?
For my relatives, yes. Yeah, I have to.
What do you buy?
Well, usually I buy them like some fancy stuff.
Oh.
Like it could be edible goods. It could be like a really nice, expensive olive oil. But this time, my mom suggested that I should give them money instead of buying gifts.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, okay, maybe that's a better idea.
Yes.
Yeah. So I heard, maybe it depends on the people.
Yeah.
But I guess my family and my relatives prefer money over any gifts.
Yeah, I mean, I can
Monetary
understand
gifts,
because
yeah.
like people have
Yeah.
different tastes and
Yeah.
different needs.
Yeah.
So it's hard to satisfy everyone.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. How about you?
I'm the same. I usually buy something special, something a little bit more pricey than they would purchase.
but I run out of ideas.
And you don't want to buy the same thing that you bought last time.
Like you, I also bought like, expensive olive oil, but I
Right.
just realized that maybe some people don't use olive oil.
Exactly. Yeah.
Then it's just wasted, right?
It is. They might I don't know,
Resell it.
they might use it for something that's completely unnecessary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Anyway, we're going to be talking about gifts with regards to workplace, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure to pick something that everyone will appreciate. But with different preferences, budgets, and expectations, it's not always an easy task.
Oh, not at all. Right. And so we're going to have some stories today.
Yeah, we have a couple of stories today that highlight the challenges of selecting the right Chuseok gifts for their coworkers.
Okay.
Shall we dive into the first one? Why don't you introduce this one for us?
All right, I'll read the first story. So our first story comes from Tom, HR manager at a small company with about 10 employees, and here's what he wrote. Hi, I'm in charge of selecting Chuseok gifts for our company, and I'm really struggling this year. We have about 10 employees, and most of them are young and single. We have a budget of 50,000 won per person, and I'm considering giving coffee vouchers, but I'm worried it might come across as too impersonal or thoughtless. Last Chuseok, I gave out ham and cooking oil sets, but some employees complained that the gifts were too bulky. It was really upsetting to hear such comment. And I just want to choose something that everyone will appreciate, but it feels impossible to please everyone.
Yeah, I can relate to that. That's definitely a tough spot to be in. On one hand, you want to give something that's practical and within budget. But on the other hand, you don't want it to feel like you didn't put any effort into it. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, personally, I would love coffee voucher because I'm a coffee lover.
Sure.
But some people don't drink coffee, right?
I mean, they could get a lot of the coffee places, fortunately, you can use those vouchers to buy other drinks.
Oh, yeah, or
Right.
dessert.
Yeah.
Cake,
Right.
cookies.
So, yeah, I guess it could work out. Maybe it won't. Yeah. Maybe they just don't like going to cafes, period. You're right. Yeah. So, yeah, it could be a tough thing for sure. And with such a diverse group of young employees, it can definitely be hard to find something that will please everyone. So what kind of advice would you give to someone in this situation?
I would suggest trying to find a balance between practicality and personalization. For example, instead of just giving a coffee voucher, you can consider a gift set that includes a variety of small items, perhaps a mix of a coffee coupon, cookies, and even like small or cute gadget. Yeah, so these kind of gadgets are sometimes included in the gift box, right? So these days they often come in fancy gift boxes. So I think it would work well if this person Tom puts a little more effort and picks gift that's a little more fancy than just
Sure.
a coffee voucher.
Or they could just give out money.
Oh yeah.
50,000 won per person, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But-
But something
Yeah.
that looks nice,
Sure.
it's more appealing to people. And about the bulky gifts, maybe try to keep the physical size manageable while still offering something of value. Because a lot of people, they use public transportation, and when you have a bulky box to take home, it's
It can be very inconvenient for people who have to commute for a long period
way,
of time and a walk a few kilometers as well. It could be a hassle to carry that around.
especially when the weather is hot.
Yeah, in the summer. But fortunately, during Chuseok, it's usually cooler than in the summer. So it won't be too bad.
But all gifts are nice. I wouldn't mind bulky gifts myself.
Yeah. Me too. Anything's good for me.
Yeah.
But like you said, combining a few smaller, varied items might make the gift feel more thoughtful and less generic.
What about receiving a cool gadget as a gift?
I think if I was younger, I don't know if I sound like an old man now, but if I was younger, I would have been like, cool, you know? And even if I don't use it, I'll just maybe give it to my cousins or younger family relatives or friends. But now I'm just like,
Yeah,
not for me.
Not for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the gadget, but also with food. Certain types of food, like ham set. I try to reduce eating such food, So
Yeah, because diet is trending as well. Some people want to cut eating any sort of fat and reduce salt intake as well. So I see the trends of people not wanting to eat ham.
yeah, there's an increasing population that are becoming vegetarians or vegans.
Sure.
So we
Yeah,
have
that could be
to,
challenging as
be a
well.
little more considerate when choosing gift.
For sure, that could be really challenging. Shall we move on to our next story?
Yeah, let's do that. Our second story comes from a small business owner with 20 employees. Here's what he wrote. I run a small company with 20 employees. Despite tough economic times and reduced sales, I've always made it a point to give holiday gifts. However, I've noticed that my employees now seem to take the gifts for granted. They expect them every year, and very few actually express their gratitude. It's disheartening, and I'm starting to wonder if I should continue the tradition this way, especially since we are still struggling financially.
Sounds like a challenge. Sounds like a problem of individuals.
Yeah.
If you don't know how to appreciate gratitude, that's a problematic individual, isn't it?
Especially when the company is not doing so well.
Yeah. Is it because I'm curious then? Is it because the gifts are kind of laid out in the lobby and they tell you to just take one? Because I feel like if the boss or the manager hands one out to each, each employee, they'll have to want to say thank you.
There are only 20 people, so I guess he's doing that.
But if you're handing it out and the employee doesn't say thank you, I think that's
if they just take it for granted, that's upsetting.
I would
right?
not hire. I would fire them. To be honest, I mean, it feels like he or she is taking everything for granted.
It's tough when you put in effort to do something nice, but it's met with a lack of gratitude. They just take it for granted.
Yeah, that's not nice.
No, not at all.
But definitely a tough position to be in. If you're the one always having to make decisions to buy and also manage your company, but also struggling financially.
Yeah, and knowing that your employees are expecting it.
Yeah. Ooh.
For every holiday.
So what's your
gifts.
suggestion for this situation?
First, it might be helpful for the business owner to reflect on the intention behind giving these gifts. If the goal is to genuinely show appreciation, then treating employees to a nice lunch or afternoon tea and expressing gratitude may be sufficient. That may be enough. Yeah. It could be a great opportunity to communicate how much the company values them and to foster a culture where appreciation is mutual and freely expressed. So he doesn't have to buy gifts to express his gratitude.
For sure.
If when it's becoming a burdensome, if continuing the tradition is becoming financially burdensome, perhaps consider scaling back the gifts and instead offering something more symbolic, like a heartfelt note of thank you or small company event or just a nice bar of chocolate.
Sure. Yeah. I guess that could be an alternative solution to this. You know, go buy a small sandwich for everybody and have like a little picnic together.
Yeah.
And have a little bonding time with your employees.
Time and communicate more.
Yeah. All right. So great advice. Thank you so much for your insights today.
Oh, thank you.
And I hope our discussion has been helpful to our listeners because we've had Kim Joy-nim texting in saying, my mother prefers money for holiday gifts as well.
I think most mothers I know, they prefer money.
And also said, I don't want to get ham set this Chuseok.
No.
Jang PD, are we getting ham sets here? I personally don't mind ham sets. Yeah, even though I don't eat a whole lot, it's good to have ham once in a while.
Yeah, once in a while.
And last year's hams, I've ate them all.
But if you're getting ham sets from different places, then
hey, just gotta have a ham party.
Ham party.
Kimchi bokkeumbap at my place.
Oh, sounds nice.
All right.
It's just a small gesture that really matters. Gesture
sure.
with a sincere appreciation that can go a long way.
Yeah. For sure. Well, thank you so much, Jennifer, for coming in.
Thank you.
You have a great rest of the day, and we'll see you next week.
Will do. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That was Jennifer with us for Work Life Busan. The time is now 4:54 in the afternoon, close to 55. We're going to listen to a song to wrap up the first hour. I'll be back at 5. Don't go anywhere. The song is Midnight City by M83.
부산의 축제 어디까지 즐겨보셨나요? 과거와 현재, 미래가 공존하는 항구도시 부산. 이곳 부산은 계절을 물들이는 다양한 축제로 늘 풍성합니다. 봄의 시작을 알리는 봄꽃 축제부터 부산의 여름을 만끽하는 바다축제, 전 세계 영화인들이 모이는 부산국제영화제와 새로운 시작의 해맞이 축제까지. 부산의 축제는 우리의 열정을 가득 담고 있습니다. 바쁜 일상은 잠시 뒤로하고 특별한 시간을 선물 받는 바로 이곳 부산에서 우리의 삶은 축제가 됩니다. 축제로 하나 되는 부산, 여러분은 어떤 축제를 기다리시나요? 이 캠페인은 대선공익재단과 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
부산영어방송과 함께하는 제2회 중구청장배 청소년 영어 말하기 대회. 나의 롤모델을 소개합니다. We all need someone who inspires us to do better than we know how. We envision our dreams and live by striving to achieve them. Along the way, we discover our role models we aspire to follow. How about you? Do you have your own role model? 글로벌 허브 도시 부산에 살고 있는 아이들이 꿈꾸는 롤모델은 어떤 모습일까요? We can look at the dreams of Busan's local youth and find out how they dream about their role model in the speech contest. 9월 7일 토요일 오전 11시 부산 영화체험 박물관에서 펼쳐질 청소년 영어 말하기 대회에서 부산 지역 꿈나무들이 꿈꾸는 미래의 모습을 확인해보세요. 제2회 중구청장배 청소년 영어 말하기 대회는 중구진로교육지원센터와 BFM 부산영어방송이 함께합니다.
It's time for the Water Activities Safety Quiz Show with me, Mike.
And me, Jessie.
Now here is the question. On safely enjoying water activities, listen carefully and guess the right answer.
Okay.
From the following water safety measures, guess which one is correct. Number 1, always warm up before swimming or going in the water. Number 2, enter the water slowly and wear a life jacket. Number 3, never go beyond the designated swimming area. Number 4, call 119 or a lifeguard on duty if you witness drowning.
뭐지? 1번도 맞고 2번도 맞는 것 같은데.
Time is running out.
The answer is all of the above.
That is correct. All of these options are important in order to safely enjoy water activities.
If you keep them in mind, you're bound to have a great and safe summer.
Stay with BEFM this summer for a responsible beach season.
The time is now 5 o'clock.
포열 부산?
That's it. 포열 부산 아닙니까? There you go.
원래는 울산 사람이니까 포열 부산 내리죠 이렇게.
You're absolutely right.
포열 부산.
Perfect.
포열 부산.
Yes.
할까요? 포열 부산.
You're now listening to For Your Busan with me, David Kim.
This is Jenny, and yes, we got our new guest. So let's say hi. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Good afternoon, everyone. Today, I'm very honored to be here as a guest. I'm Yurim Lee. I'm a mother of 11 and 12-year-old daughters.
Wow.
For the past several years, I'm currently a medical doctor in the field of endoscopy and colonoscopy. I'm a person who likes English, which is why I'm here today.
Wow, it's like 대장내시경, is that right? I know, like it's very, very important while we're doing those 건강검진.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. It's such a pleasure to have you here today as our interviewee. And yes, since you're here today, I would like to ask, well, how did you get to know about this BEFM?
Okay. I became aware of a program called School Reporters in BFM. I searched the website because I wanted to give my two daughters an opportunity to join the program. And I called and found that the application admission was already over for this year.
Right, that's right, I know.
However, I found out by accident that there was a program that adults who love English can attend.
Right.
So I worked up the nerve to join here. After that, when I was driving in my car, I noticed many of the programs broadcasted were introducing Busan in BEFM. Why didn't I recognize this before?
Right, so like you first knew about this BFM because of your daughters. Is it like you wanted to make them join in some kind of program such as, you know, school reporters? Okay, then I also want to ask you, since you're speaking such a fluent English right now, well, how did you get to learn this English?
I'm in my mid-40s. Typically, I've been educated in Korea. I learned English the first time when I was in 6th grade.
Oh.
My parents sent me to a small group where I could learn English by learning English songs and doing performances. It was not a typical Korean-style English class where I learned from the alphabet.
Right.
Part of me thought, why wouldn't they teach me how to read the alphabet and letters? But looking back now, by naturally trying to imitate the pronunciation of native speakers helped me a lot. And I actually gained confidence by participating in English-speaking competitions in middle and high school.
Oh, wow. Sounds amazing. So you've got to learn your English by your mother. Like your mom told you to join in a small group of doing some performances and singing and dancing. And yes, that's how you've got to learn English until now. And yes, I also wondered, were there any moments like you felt proud of yourself or finding it beneficial through speaking English?
Oh, yeah. When I stayed in the United States, I was glad for the opportunity to volunteer and involve myself in my daughter's schoolwork. For example, there was a parents-teacher association called PTA.
PTA.
Many parents and school teachers often get together regularly to discuss something for students. I'm happy if I can come up with ideas and help, even if it's very trivial things. Additionally, at the time, I took a sabbatical for a year in a hospital in California and had followed my professor to learn his process. And lastly, there are many foreigners living in Busan now, and they often come to the hospital for medical checkup or illnesses. If they are not good at speaking Korean, I'm glad I can help them in English.
Yes, absolutely, right? All right. So this was how you felt proud of yourself by speaking English. Then also, well, this might be a very, very important question for our listeners, I think. Are there any tips or maybe little tidbits for studying English?
Well, I didn't major in English, and I'm not a person who works with English often. So I cannot tell you the best tip for studying English, but I can tell you what worked for me.
Okay, let's go.
I would say that you should learn English with a lot of fun.
Yes, right.
As time goes by, you feel that Google Translate can only take you so far.
Right.
You have to actually learn the real life language without stress. And for me, as a working mom, I wear many hats, but there are only so many hours in a day. So I listen to English broadcasts on my way to work or on my way home after working, rather than studying at a fixed time.
Right.
And one of the things I've been doing since I was in the United States is practicing phrasal verb expressions and making sentences again to suit my situation.
Right.
I think I get a lot out of it. It's much more helpful and memorable if I speak using with the phrases I made.
Oh wow! I think that this will definitely help out with our listeners too. Thank you so much for sharing your tips. Thank you so much. And yes, this will going to be our very last question. I wonder what lies ahead for your English journey in the future.
Aging is inevitable, but I believe the phrase. The sky is the limit.
Right, I know.
How encouraging it is. I enjoy studying English, and I hope I can study English continuously, and I can speak English with confidence and without fear.
Right.
If there is an opportunity to speak English at conferences in my field or at the clinic or to speak with foreigners at my work, with continued practice, I know I can speak English confidently and fluently.
Yes, absolutely. As you said, sky's the limit, which means there's no limit. And, you know, all right. So this was all about today's interview with Yurim-nim. And once again, thank you so much for joining in. See you next week and goodbye.
Thank you, Jenny, for the awesome interview with Dr. Yurim Lee, a medical doctor specializing in endoscopy and colonoscopy. And she basically rekindled her passion for English after she stayed in the U.S. for about a year. And when she first picked up the language of English in a very non-traditional way through songs and performances, which she said kind of built her confidence in the usage of the language. And now she helps foreign patients in Busan, enjoys listening to BEFM while commuting, and she believes that when learning English, you have to learn it in a fun and a stress-free way, and hopes to continue improving her skills to speak confidently in her field and with foreign patients, guided by the belief that the sky is the limit. Well, thank you so much for being on the interview, Dr. Lee, and as well as Jenny for bringing in the audio clip as well. You're listening to For Your Busan. The time is now 5:08 in the afternoon. And with what we just heard from the interview, we've also had some text messages and YouTube live comments from people with regards to how they study English. That's really cool. 펭귄님 said, 제가 영어 공부하는 방법은 일단 포열 방영 시간에 좋아요 click the like button. 틈날 때 always click on the 좋아요 list and listen again and again of For Your Busan show. Thank you so much for that. Love your support and love. And let's see. We've also had Ponim texting in with regards to how they study, I think. Did I miss a text? Oh, they suggested this I guess an add-on on a web browser. Maybe you should all check it out. Maybe it works. It's working for Ponim. I'm glad that it's working for you. If do anything that works for you, and also you gotta have fun. You gotta have fun when learning new things, right? Just like Dr. Yudim Lee said in the interview. That's the most important part. And we try to give you that fun through entertainment. We call edutainment. Well, let's listen to a song and we'll be right back. This is, actually, just before we take the song break, we had a text message. I meant to read this. 9085번님 텍스트는 저도 해운대 임랑을 나눠서 걸어보았어요. 서부산 쪽도 도전해 보고 싶습니다. So that's with regards to our text topic. Where would you like to go? Where have you gone on 갈매길 trekking courses here in Busan City? 해운대 임랑. Oh, yes. Imlang, I haven't been that far into trekking courses up to Imlang. I've definitely been around Haeundae up to Songjang area for sure, but I have yet to hike in the ocean city, Myeongji Ocean City. That's a hiking trek course that I want to try in the near future. Keep those messages coming in. We'll take a quick song break. This is 벌써 1년 by Brown Eyes.
너와 만든 기념일마다 슬픈 날을 찾아와 처음 사랑 고백하며 설레 수줍음과 우리 처음 만난 날 지나가고 너의 생일에 눈물에 케이크 촛불 켜고서 축하해 I'll believe in you I believe in your mind 벌써 1년이 지났지만 1년 뒤에도 그 1년 뒤에도 널 기다려 보고 싶어 돌아와줘 말 못했어 널 보는 따뜻한 그의 눈빛과 미래에서 내겨진 반지보다 빛나는 네 얼굴 때문에 I believe in you I believe in your mind 다시 시작한 널 알면서 이젠 없이 추억을 만드는 너라는 걸 내가 기억하는 추억은 언제나 지난 웃음과 얘기와 바람들 또 새로 만들 추억은 하나뿐 내 기다림과 눈물 속 Don't believe I don't wanna be with you anymore I believe in you I believe in your mind 다시 시작한 널 알면서 이젠 없이 추억을 만드는 너라 believe in you I believe in your mind 벌써 1년이 지났지만 1년 뒤에도 그 1년 뒤에도 널 기다려
Tune in to
to For Your Busan, featuring local news, events, and interviews with people in the community. Hosted by David Kim, airing from 4:05 to 6 p.m.
Zooby dooby bum para, zooby dooby param pam. Zooby dooby not chicken paga stupid man.
It is time for Zooby Dooby. When you hear that music, you know it is time for another great fun quiz. Every single day we have different themed quizzes. One day might be you guessing a number that's closest to today's answer. Another day might be you guessing a country that has something to do with Busan. Well, today's quiz is 부산 사투리 추천 받는 quiz. Right. So Busan is known for so many different things. A city of coffee, a city of movies, a city of beautiful scenery. We talked about the 갈매길 trekking courses as well. City of so many different charms, right? But of course, you cannot not talk about Busan 사투리, Busan dialect. And so if you are a Busan saram, if you were born and raised in Busan or lived in Busan long enough to know Busan 사투리, today's your time to shine. You can participate. Let me know of the Busan 사투리 translations to a particular expression that I'm going to be telling you. And then you could win a pizza 한판 쿠폰. 맞습니다. 오늘 참여해서 이 재미있는 부산 사투리를 많이 보내주시면 당첨의 기회가 높아지고요. 만약에 if you get picked as a winner, 피자 한 판을 이길 수 있습니다. You could get 당첨 for pizza 한 판. 네. Well, it is autumn, right? We are finally in the season of autumn. The weather is getting cool enough that we no longer need to have air condition on at all times, especially in the evening. So, what about you guys? Are you gonna miss the hot summer days? Or are you happy that the cooler fall is here in season? We're going to go into a weather-related expression and we're going to change that into Busan dialect. 네, 오늘은 날씨와 관련된 표현을 부산 사투리로 바꿔 볼 겁니다. 이 날씨가 시원해졌네, 혹은 가을이 왔네, 혹은 날씨가 참 좋다. 뭐 이렇게 시원해진 이 가을에 사용할 수 있는 표현을 부산 사투리로 바꿔주세요. So in English, you could say, you know, I can finally feel the cool autumn breeze. Or the weather has cooled down a bit. 뭔가 좀 boring 하잖아요. 이 탁탁하다고 착착? How do you say that? It sounds really plain and boring. 착착하다? 탁탁하다? Maybe I'm missing something, but the sentence is boring, right? So we gotta translate into 맛깔스러운 사투리. How can you say it in Busan 사투리 where the 날씨가 너무 좋아졌다. 이걸 어떻게 하면 맛깔스러운 사투리로 할 수 있을까요? Let me know. Text me as many as you can think of to pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 101, a Kakao Talk message or YouTube live. Yeah, maybe I'll give you one to kickstart things because we haven't received any. I could say 가람이란다. 가을바람 참 좋네 예. Something like that. I mixed 가을바람 with 가람. 가람 좋네 예. You know, 요즘 이 트렌드잖아요. 이 줄임말. 저도 한번 만들어봤습니다. 날씨 취기네. 재봉리님, love that. Keep those coming in. We'll take a quick song break. We'll be right back. This is Where the Sun Goes, featuring Stevie Wonder by Red Foo.
like animals in the wild. We could play all day and all night underneath the stars. I'm the type of girl and loves to dance to make the boys go insane. Yeah, yeah, I'm the type of girl drink in hand and loves to sing. So baby, take me by the hand. Let me take you where the sun goes. Woo! I can make your fantasies come to life wherever the sun goes. Baby, we can leave our shadows behind. Leave our shadows behind. Leave our shadows behind.
Yo, yo, let's go now. Beep, 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 beep. Guess who's rolling in the snowed out Jeep? On fleek, guy next seat. If you wanna roll with me and be free. Oh wait, let the games begin. Turn up, volume on 10. What a feeling, no ceiling. Hands up, hair blowing in the wind. Two villains on the run. Yeah, two kids following the sun. Footprints in the sand, skipping rocks, holding hands, knee deep in the whitewash. It's getting late, but we ain't done yet. To the Coast Guard, take our postcard by the sunset. Me and you sipping Malibu with a view.
Let me take you where the sun goes. I can make your fantasies come to life wherever the sun goes. Baby, we can leave our shadows behind. Leave our shadows behind. Leave our shadows behind. I'm gonna tell you where the sun goes. I'm gonna tell you where the sun goes. The sun goes.
Where the Sun Goes, featuring Stevie Wonder by Red Foo. We are in the middle of our quiz where I asked you to send in Busan 사투리 translations to 와, 날씨 진짜 좋다. 가을 바람이 선선하다. How can you say that in 맛깔스러운 부산 사투리? In English, you could say, the weather has cooled down a bit. I can finally feel the cool breeze in my face, etc., etc. But how can we say it in Busan 사투리? Lots of people have sent in their Busan 사투리 versions. We've had, I think, on NotTube Live, almost a battle between 재봉리님 and 포님, sending in a bunch, all bunch at the same time. Let's see. We've got one. Okay, 날씨 좋네 by 재봉리님. That's a good one. And then 포님 saying, 날이 많이 풀렸네, 그자? Okay, let me say that again. 날이 많이 풀렸네, 그자? Oh, no audio, no hand clap audio today. It's manual labor today. 노동 작업. 재봉리님, 인자마 가을이네. 응? And then 포님 saying, 왔다마 이제 좀 살 것 같나? 더워가지고 어쩔 줄 모르고. 네, I like it. 더웠어, 진짜 더웠어. Pure Brightney just laughing along, not participating, but just laughing along, giving the good reactions. And then 재봉리님 said, 아따마 인자 선선하 있어 숨 좀 쉬겠네. Some long ones here. 감사합니다. 좀 긴 것도 있는데요. 포님 said, 밥을 먹는데 창문으로 이 산바람이 시원하이 막 들어오는 기라. 이제 뭐 가을이구나 싶네고 막. 긴 거 좋습니다. 오바삼바 해야 됩니다. What does that mean? 오바스럽게? 그렇게 해야 된다고죠? 오케이. What is this? 바람이 선선해지네. 낫 꺼내봐라. 불 배러 가자. Not is is the knife, right? To cut the grass. Is that what it is? 인자마 가을인기라 산산하이. Very good. Very good. A lot of text messages as well. Let's go read some out. Okay. 7921번님 texted in along with a picture of their 10-month-old son, Kim Seo-woo. Thank you for tuning in and texting in. Let me see. Okay. They said, 아따마 후덥지근한 여름 날씨가 고마 스ን스하여 이 바깥 공기 코로 들이키기 좋은 날씨네. I hope I said that right. I just winged it. I winged it. 저희 고향 부산, 와이프 고향 서울. Oh. What's a 서울 표준말? How can you say what you just said in 서울말? Let me know the 표준말. Sorry. 0822번님 said 인자 살 것 같다. I'm trying not to speak it in a higher tone. 4326번님 said 선선하네. 여름 끝은 머리 깊다. 여름 끝은 머리 kap다. This is hard to say. 네, 가을바람 시원하이 좋네. 4663번님 좋네. 0054번님 I like that nice and short. 좋네. And then 0054님 also said 날씨 시원하네. Thank you for these awesome suggestions. We're going to be announcing the winner soon, and the best Busan Saturday translation of The Weather is Amazing after this song break. On a Wonderful Day Like Today by Marvin Gaye.
Wonderful day like today, I defy any cloud to appear in the sky, there any raindrop to drop in my eye. On a wonderful day like today, on a wonderful morning like this, when the sun is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing a tune. On a wonderful morning like this, on a morning like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. Let me say furthermore, I adore everybody to come and dine, cause it's mine, I will pay the bill. I take this occasion to say that the whole human race should go down on its knees, show that we're grateful for mornings like these, for the world's in a wonderful way, on a wonderful day like today. Like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. Let me say furthermore, I adore everybody to come and dine and let it mine, I will pay the bill. I take this occasion to say that the whole human race should go down on its knees. I show that we're grateful for mornings like these, for the world in a wonderful way. On a Monday and on a Tuesday. When you're alive, any day is a wonderful
On a Wonderful Day Like Today by Marvin Gaye. That was a song we just listened to. Oh man, so many more people texted in their versions of Busan Saturday quiz show. Kim Bum-shik님 said, 아따마, 선풍기가 필요 없네. 최성환님 also said, 날이 억수로 좋네. And then 최희숙님 said, 살 것 같다. Oh, lots of good one. 준우서인 mom also said, 날이 갈수록 선더그리 하네. 선더그리, never heard that one before. 선더그리 almost sounds like 선덕여왕 to me. What 선더그리 means it's good. It's good, right? Yeah. I love 사투리 as well. 재봉리님, I agree 100%. I'm just not good at it. And 양해 부탁드립니다. 양해 부탁드립니다 for my poor Busan 사투리. But we will be announcing the winner shortly, maybe after Melissa's segment. And that person, okay, 작가. Our 작가 just sent in the winner. The winner will go to 7921번님. You win a pizza 한판 쿠폰. 맛있게 드십시오. Woohoo! All right, and if you're watching NoTube Live, you might have noticed that Melissa is in the studio for our Busan 친구 Talk. So let's go right into our next segment, Busan 친구 Talk.
Stay connected to Busan's rhythm with For Your Busan, airing daily from 4:05 to 6 p.m. Blending your friends' voices with the latest information and news from our vibrant city.
In the studio, she's got the same hairstyle, and she looks fine. Did you like that pause?
Oh, that was, that's golden. When someone says, you look fine, long pause, that means reconsider what you're looking like
that means
today.
We're friends. That means we're friends.
That means we're friends, yeah. How do I look? You look fine. You look good.
You need that awkward 1 second silence.
Yeah, when it's several seconds, then whatever word they said, just take the opposite. And that's probably true.
It's the same as crossing your fingers and saying something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But at least you're making the effort to not be a rude, insensitive person.
No, I'll never.
Right?
Yeah, because we got to have this segment together for a while.
Yeah. Right? So anyway, honesty. Honesty above all else.
Yeah, and you're good though? Everything else?
Well, I did have a little bit of a Korean language crisis earlier today. Yes.
No.
Well, because I was thinking about the movie Ponyo. And I'm pretty sure in the Korean song, they call Ponyo mulgogi. But isn't mulgogi like gogi, like I'm eating? But Ponyo is a cute little girl. So I was like, so is the cow. So gogi is beef.
Yeah.
Dweji is pig. Pork is dwejigogi.
Yes.
Mulgogi
is fish.
Like fish for eating or fish in the sea?
Just fish in the sea.
So then what do you say when you eat it?
When you eat it, 생선. You call it 생선.
생선.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you say the opposite, it becomes a teacher.
Okay.
Say flip it around. Yeah, 선생. Yeah.
Okay. 생선, 물고기. See, I knew there were different words. I knew it wasn't right.
생선 is the fish that we eat, we consume.
Okay.
And 물고기 is the fish that we see underwater.
In the sea.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Problem solved.
All right, so
Thank
that was
you.
the Korean crisis that you went through.
Yes. Because I was feeling very guilty.
Okay.
I didn't want to refer to a cute little fish girl character as,
Okay.
고기.
I didn't know they called ponyo 물고기 in the movie.
In the song, yeah.
the song.
Right, the dubbing version. They have the song.
Interesting.
Yes.
So they're like, 물고기 is swimming around. I don't know.
Different beat, but
Sure.
yes.
Okay.
Pretty much. That's
All right.
what they say.
Well, we are here for Busan 친구 Talk, not to talk about fishies.
Not today, at least.
today.
Maybe in the future we'll talk about all the fishies in the sea.
Yeah, but
Yes.
we are here to talk about some ridiculous controversies.
Yes, because tourists are visiting Busan in record numbers. With this popularity comes a lot of curiosity about all the details of life in Korea. So in this segment, we discuss the seemingly mundane parts of the average Busan resident's life and break down the ridiculous controversies surrounding them. And of course, as always, throughout the segment, we want to hear your views.
Yes, please participate. Send us text messages, your opinions, your comments to pound 9050 샵 9050. It'll cost you 100 won. A Kakao Talk message or YouTube live stream. Let us know because I have a tablet in front of me and so does Melissa.
Yes.
And we will be reading your comments and your messages and your questions.
Absolutely. Yes. So our topic for today, now that it's September, we're already getting close to Chuseok time, if you can believe it. And the holiday season means multiple generations will join together and celebrate our differences by imparting wisdom on today's youth.
Forced wisdom.
Yes, forced wisdom, right? Usually we just complain about how we can't understand different generations.
Sure.
And there's so much talk about how each generation is different from their predecessors. So I want to focus on what we can all agree on. So today I want to know, listeners, what is a ridiculous complaint people from a different generation have that you also agree with?
오케이. 이 세대 차이로 인해서 어떠한 요구나 불평을 하는데 이해가 잘 안 되거나 납득이 안 되는 거에 뭐가 있을까요? That is today's topic.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So we're going to start with the boomers.
Okay, boomers. Boomers are people born in the 60s?
A little bit before that, because I
Okay.
think 60s, they could be
the cutoff
part
line?
Gen X,
Okay.
some of them, yes.
Okay.
But baby boomers, definitely 50s, end of the 40s.
Okay.
They are the baby boomers. And here's a boomer complaint I support 100%. Get rid of all those unnecessary buttons.
I'm checking to see who have buttons on their shirt.
Not those buttons. For example, I don't need a smart 냉장고 with 100 functions that I'm not going to use.
You don't like smart 냉장고?
Okay, so is one touch screen on my 냉장고, is it going to say, hey, Melissa, you fatty, stop eating cookies and eat this lettuce before it goes bad? Is that the function?
I have no idea.
No.
I've never owned a smart 냉장고.
That's not the function.
But
It's going to tell you the weather or something.
Okay.
It's not going to tell me to eat my lettuce.
I would have thought, your food is rotting away. You got to eat it ASAP. You had these tomatoes in for 26 days. When are you going to eat them?
That would be a very handy function.
That would
Does
be
it
like
tell
a
you
smart
how many
function.
days? Yeah, that would be a smart function, right? Because people say, hey, if the refrigerator's so smart, instead of telling me to close the door, why doesn't the door just close itself?
Oh,
Right?
okay.
There's a function that we could use.
Sure. Okay. Smart 냉장고 with so many functions that you don't use.
Yes, because, it's stressful,
Yeah.
right? We just need the refrigerator to hold our beer and keep the cheese the correct temperature.
Yeah.
That's all you really need in your life.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean, well,
some
unless you
temperature
use
settings.
your refrigerator differently than how I use my refrigerator.
I guess some people like to open their refrigerators from time to time to cool their head.
Okay. If
They
you've
stick in their
been
head.
skimping on your air conditioning,
Right, yeah.
then you just open your refrigerator to have, is it cheaper AC?
I have no
At the
idea.
expense of your produce, you can stick your head in there.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But what else? What other buttons are there you're talking about here?
Okay. TV remotes.
TV?
Let's be honest. How many buttons on there do you actually use?
Okay, maybe our Chang PD can zoom in on the remote control here.
I actually brought in my remote control because I'm
Here, I'll
very
hold it.
curious. Has anyone actually tried all the buttons to see what they do?
Okay.
If someone actually uses all the buttons on their TV remote control,
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
super curious what they do because I have no idea. Apparently, I was talking to Steve Nam before the show. Apparently, he actually knows every single function of almost every button.
Okay.
But there's a red A button.
Oh, yeah.
How often you pushing the red A button on your remote control?
There's
What's that
a
for?
green B button.
Yes.
C.
What is that?
I have no idea.
It's got a play button
Yeah.
as if we're, living in 1993 and we got a VCR.
Right.
Who's using play? Fast forward. And then there's so many menu buttons. I've got menu. I've got ganpyeon menu. I've got 방송 안내. Radio. Is this giving me radio information? But then I have another information. But why are there so many buttons?
We had 재봉 리님 saying 다 쓰는데요, 리모컨 button.
Oh,
Wow,
진짜요?
재봉 리님. You're very efficient with your, I guess, use of technology.
Was it just because you were curious about what they do, or you actually know what they all do? Do you regularly use all those buttons?
Actually, yeah, I'm with you on this one because I only use the channel up and down.
Right?
But even nowadays, I hardly even use the channel button because you can press the up and down button instead when you're
Up and
scrolling
down.
through. Yeah.
What do you mean up and down as opposed to channel up and down?
So the arrow buttons.
The arrow.
No.
This.
The arrows right there. Yeah.
These.
Yeah,
Okay,
those
you use
arrows.
the arrows instead of the channel up and down.
Right.
So
And I
we're
have a
saying it's redundant to have channel up and down and regular up and down. Maybe.
Maybe not. I mean, back in the old days, we didn't have the
in the old
OTT
days.
platforms. We didn't have smart TVs.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
But my question is,
Yeah.
if you have a smart TV,
yeah.
but you are stupid, is it still a smart TV?
Well, it does a job for you, right?
Because, you know,
Yeah.
if I have a smart TV, which when I show people this remote, they're like, you have a smart TV. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it smart? I am
Yeah.
stupid. So does that mean my TV is smart?
It'll
if
be
I am
smart
too
for
stupid
you.
to use the smart function,
Yeah.
is it a smart TV or a stupid TV?
Well, you're using a tool to make you seem smarter than you are.
Okay.
Okay, one sec. We
All
have
right.
we have a question coming in from
Yes.
Jebong Linim. Said, does Americans use the word OTT?
That's my question.
Oh, that's your question.
Oh,
Oh, based on Lee Jae-bong-nim's comment.
okay.
comment is about
Yes,
I'm just-
about OTT. So honestly, I have never heard Americans say OTT.
Yeah, my Canadian friends don't say it either.
Yes.
I think we say it on air because we can't say the brand names.
Mm-hmm.
We will just say we're watching the net thing. We're
Yes.
watching the at thing, put thing.
Right?
You know?
Yeah, the broadcasting laws
Right.
are different.
Right.
So abbreviations become necessary. Yes.
streaming service.
So, yes.
Streaming service,
Streaming
yeah.
services. Yeah, streaming services would
Right.
be more common. Yes. Yes. So, yeah, I'm very curious about why. Why do we need so many buttons?
They all have a function. They all serve
Are
a
you
purpose.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. One
okay,
day.
then what's the blue D? What's
No,
the function of a
you
blue
can-
D?
You can customize them.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
How do I
If you
customize
go-
what's blue D mean?
For now, it has probably no purpose. But when you go to your smart TV,
Okay.
you can set a function to it. You can say blue D. When I press blue D, it's for channel 32. For example.
okay.
So you don't have to always press channel 30. Okay, let's say.
So I can save myself the trouble of pressing one button.
Okay,
Instead
yeah.
of 3-2, I can just press blue
Exactly.
D.
Like your
Oh, boy.
favorite channel. Let's say you have a super satellite service.
Okay.
That has like 20,000 channels.
All right.
And instead of typing in 21665 for the each channel, that's 5 digits. Press enter, that's 6 times.
Assuming that I'm rich enough to have so many channels.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, it's 단축키, 그쵸? 아, 맞습니다. 단축키. Shortcuts. Shortcuts.
Shortcuts. Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay. So see, maybe it's just I don't like all the buttons because I have 3 older brothers, remember?
Yeah.
And they did a very good job of brainwashing me. I was taught not to push any button if I didn't know what it was because every device has a self-destruct button. So if you just randomly push buttons like on a TV remote, you might accidentally push the self-destruct button and the whole TV will blow up.
You had very good brothers. They probably didn't want you to press buttons where it's like a power button
Yeah.
to turn off maybe their gaming console. Maybe they were playing games and they didn't want you to press the power button.
I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I mean, it was extremely effective. So, even now,
Yeah.
when I look at all these buttons that I don't totally know, what they do, and I see things like 정보 표시, and then 종로 with the little door. This little door, it looks like emergency escape route. And then a little red A. Red to me says danger.
Okay.
So I feel like, some combination of those could be
Yeah.
like self-destruct buttons. So
Oh,
I mean,
no.
I know my TV probably won't blow up, but the doubt is still there.
Yeah.
I've had years of brainwashing, so
Oh,
I'm very
no.
concerned about this. Yeah.
But what kind of remote control button could possibly be for a self-destruct button?
I just told you, like this little 종로, it's a little door, like emergency escape plus the red A. That seems like a danger combination to me.
Yeah?
Does it not scream danger to you? It screams danger.
종료 means quit.
Quit, Quit pushing buttons if you don't know what it's for, because you're going to make things blow up.
You're so funny.
This is, I mean, I don't know, good things or bad things about having 3 older brothers. You tell me. But so too many functions. Too many buttons. I agree with baby boomers. Too many buttons. Keep it simple.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm trying to scroll up, but some of them said they only use, what we just talked about. The volume button, the channel button, and the power up button.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then the silence button.
The mute.
조용히 button.
Yeah.
It doesn't work on family members. My brothers tried, right? For many years, they were like, okay, mute.
Was that
doesn't
the movie
work on
Click?
people. Was it?
Was it with Adam? Wait. What's his name?
That movie
Adam
where he
Sandler?
falls in love with AI?
No.
No,
The one
different
where he
one?
presses play and rewind or fast forward. It was a fast forwarding remote control movie. I forgot the name. It was
Okay.
Click or something
Maybe.
like that. Yeah.
Maybe he did that.
Yeah, you can't do that with people. You
It
can't mute
doesn't. It
people.
doesn't work well.
But you could try.
Yes, it'll get your point across, right?
For sure.
Yeah.
오빠들이 놀렸네. 재봉리님 said. 리모컨 안 주려고 so that you don't have, control over the remote control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can watch whatever they want.
Depressing, but I was outvoted a lot, so it does make sense now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So if you think TV remotes have too many functions, then what about using apps?
So this is actually a Gen X complaint, and I completely support this complaint also. Why does every single business known to mankind have their own app?
Like
Right?
BFM has one.
There's so many apps. Apps
No
for everything.
comment on
And so it's not just your own app, but then your own ID and password that has to be unique. And some apps, they won't let you connect to like the N website in
Sure.
Korea or the G email. No, you need a unique username and password, like 12 letters long, with numbers, symbols, ancient hieroglyphics. You need all the things. And then the stupid app randomly logs you out when you're trying to use it.
Maybe you're using one of those incognito modes.
I dress in incognito mode. I don't want to use my app in incognito.
Okay.
But it's like, because why do they log you out? Right? Like, is the company really that concerned about my Cheonan worth of points being stolen from a store I sporadically shop at? I don't care.
Right.
Like, what do they think this is? The CIA? I just want a $5 coupon, for crying out loud, not security clearance for a nuclear bunker. Okay? I don't
맞아.
need all these passwords, all this, log
Yeah.
out, security, verification. What?
It can be very hectic to remember all the passwords as well because you want to have different passwords for all
Yes.
of them, right? Because
Right.
if you have one single password for all, then
It's dangerous.
then you're in big trouble, right?
Do you remember all your passwords, all your app passwords?
So fortunately, I kind of rely. Maybe it's not fortunate. I kind of rely on my phone's. It creates a password for me.
Oh, it's an
Using the-
automatic password.
Right.
So if you ever lose that,
Yeah.
you're out of luck.
Exactly.
There is no way you're going to remember capital B, lowercase x 2 3 7 9
with
1.
exclamation marks everywhere.
Oh boy. Yeah.
I used to
That's
write them
rough.
in a notepad.
Right? Because that's safer. Because
Right. It's a physical
theoretically,
thing. Yeah.
if your phone got hacked and all your passwords are saved on a note
Yeah.
on your phone.
But the trend is we don't really carry around notepad and a pen anymore around.
How to show that you are getting older. You
I
carry
know.
around a notebook with all your passwords in it.
맞아요.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
One I guess similar thing that I have complaints about is maybe the self-checkout kiosks.
Oh,
Because they're
yes.
kind of a new technology as well, especially when you want to check out. You press
Right.
pay,
Yes.
right? But after you press pay, you have to choose credit
How to
card
pay.
or
Yes.
cash. And then you press credit card, and that's not it. After pressing the credit card button,
Oh, really? It
you
doesn't
have
work for you?
Confirm the amount. I'm like, okay. And then you have to scroll up and down and press next and confirm. That's not it. And then you put in your card and it says confirm button, okay. And then you press okay. So there's like 6 buttons you have to press.
Right. Some of them are more user-friendly than others.
Exactly.
Yes. And then also with the little scale, right?
Exactly.
Some places you can bag early. Some places, if you try to bag early, they come running over as if you're trying to steal the stuff. And you're like, come on, this is Busan. Pali pali. I got to put my stuff in the bags. But
Exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. The stress.
Man, all these conversations that we're having, a lot of people are agreeing. Can you read some out? My chat here is frozen. I can't scroll.
Your chat is frozen.
Okay, now I can see it. Okay, now I see it. Yeah, it's hard to remember all the passwords. Pure Brightname, I totally agree with you.
Right, because there are just too many all the time that we have to try to remember. And yes, I see E. Kelly Neem saying smartphones, smart fridge, but stupid human users. Yeah, that's me. Yep. So
I'm in the same
sad,
boat.
right?
Yeah. Right.
It's difficult.
And then 082번님 said, 저는 파워 버튼만 누를 줄 알아요. 나머지는 말로. Oh, because now we have these AI speakers.
That's true.
We call out their name and they go, yes, did you call? Did you ask for me?
Mine ignores me.
Oh, yeah?
I call out to it, like telling it to turn off the TV or like, 소리 꺼! And then it just ignores me. It plays music or something.
Say it again, Melissa.
Yes. In Korean. You have to say it in Korean.
You missed out the Busan Saturday, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's, I got to practice. I got to speak to it in...
꺼져 있어.
Okay.
You have to say it like that.
Oh, gotta get angry and use Busan Saturday with my television.
You gotta.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And your show is on Wednesdays. We go over Busan Saturday quiz.
This is true.
Yeah.
I've got to practice more.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
So here's another one, and this is kind of related to all the tech ignoring me. So I'm hearing millennials complain about this more. So the quote was, if I say something to you, I'd like an acknowledgement that you heard me. Right? There's nothing more awkward than saying something, especially to another person, and then have them not answer.
They just don't do anything.
Right?
Don't say anything.
No, like, nay, no facial change at all. Just totally blank slate on their face.
Right.
Because then I'm like, did I say that out loud? Or was I just thinking it? Right? Did sound actually come out of my mouth? Am I hallucinating right now?
For sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Isn't this really uncomfortable? Does this happen to you or is it only me?
So you're saying that if someone is saying something, they're not saying, they're
I'm
not
talking to them
back.
and they don't respond at all.
Yeah. That's
No face, response,
Right.
no, nay, nothing.
It's like you're talking to a ghost.
Yes.
That's the feeling that you get.
Right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens to me a lot. Like when I was in the U.S. one day, it kept happening to me repeatedly. So I turned to my 7-year-old nephew and I asked, you hear me, right? Like when I talk, words come out and you can hear them, right? And he just looked at me like, what's wrong with
Mute.
Gomo?
It's the mute button.
Right. Somebody must have done that, you know, and I didn't realize it. And
You should carry out a remote control and unmute.
Let's see if this works. Is it working? Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh,
Right.
boy. Very frustrating.
My goodness. And that's all the time we have, unfortunately, Melissa.
Well, that's very unfortunate because we have many more intergenerational complaints that we can agree with. But
We do.
Alas, maybe next time.
Maybe next time we'll save this for part 2.
Okay. Sounds good.
We're always saving the latter part of the script for part 2.
We have so many part 2s coming up at some undefined point in the future.
It'll
Yes.
save you time as well for preparing the scripts. Thank you so much, though.
Yes, I'll see you back here next week.
We will see you next week. That was Melissa with us for Busan 친구 Talk. And yeah, time flies, guys. It's 5:54 in the afternoon. We have to say goodbye, unfortunately. Thank you for texting in. And I'm sorry if we couldn't read out all of your texts. We were looking at them, reading them as well. So we're not ignoring you guys. Please understand. We'll take a listen to this song to wrap up the show. Shine Your Way by Owl City. And we'll see you tomorrow. See you later, alligator.
Shine your way. Open road, but it's still dark. Build a fire from a spark and shine. Shine your way. Feed the feeling in your heart. Don't conceal it, then you'll start to find your way.
No one can stop what has begun. You must believe when I say
all of your tears will dry faster in the sun.
Starting today,
shine, 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 shine your way.
There's an open sky and a reason why you shine. Shine your way. There's so much to learn, and now it's your turn to shine. Shine your way.
There's a feeling deep inside. You can let it be your guide to find your way. And there's no time for us to waste. Gotta take a leap of faith.